see you courtside all the time. You are become a fan favorite. So who were you most excited to meet in terms of professional athletes now that you're an actor?
I got a chance to really like get to know and hang out with like LeBron James.
We've heard of him.
And that for me, he's my generation Jordan. You know, I got a chance to see him, you know, from high school, since he got drafted into the league, and to finally get a chance to meet him and his manager Maverick, a good buddy of mine, and just that was a highlight.
We can see you guys looking like buddies there. How often do athletes ask you to get them into acting?
Actually, not that often. They're literally like they're fans, which is kind of cool to see because usually the people that they meet are really big fans of theirs. So for an athlete, to be a fan of mine or of my movies it's a humbling kind of experience. I mean, Ray Allen is a buddy of mine too, and he had a chance to do He Got Game,
sure,
of course, and he did an incredible job with that one. So it's kind of cool to see athletes kind of like dip in film and entertainment and stuff like that.
Well, we saw you dipping into your sports side at the NBA All-Star Weekend,
yes,
the celebrity game. So you got to be up close and personal with some of these former players, celebrities, everyone. Arne Duncan, the Secretary of Education. So we thought you'd be a good person if we put two players head to head. You could tell us who is the better baller.
Okay.
Okay. So let's take a look at our first matchup that we have here. Nick Cannon against Skylar Diggins. Who's the better baller? Nick Cannon believes he can ball. Skylar Diggins is a WNBA star.
No, I think Nick Cannon knows he can't really ball like that. I think he kind of lets himself off the hook. I'm gonna go with Skylar on that one, hands down.
I think that's a smart
Skylar
choice.
in the dress.
Yes, it's a better basketball player than Nick Cannon in a uniform. All right, let's go to our next matchup here from NBA All-Star Weekend. So that's Wale against Columbus Short from the show Scandal.
Got a chance to, Columbus is a buddy of mine, played in the NBA Entertainment League and the E-League back in California. I played with Wale during All-Star Weekend. I'm going to go with Columbus on that one.
But Wale raps about how good he is at basketball.
So does a lot of people too. A lot of people on wax, on the radio, they have a lot of skills. When it comes down to the court, being in shape plays a factor. Columbus, he's pretty in shape. He can play basketball. I'm going to go with Columbus on that one.
Okay, let's go to our next matchup here. This is who's a better baller with Michael B. Jordan. So you got Kevin Hart there, and then, of course, your arch nemesis, Arne Duncan, who played at Harvard. Now he's the Secretary of Education.
So crazy because Kevin won the MVP, and then, he graciously gave it over to Arne because Arne was killing that day. I'm going to go with Arne. He's a ball player, fundamentally sound, knows the game pretty well. He actually, I'm going to admit this, he caught me with a really, really nice, over-the-shoulder pass, literally right by my head. It was pretty impressive.
Well, it takes a big man to admit that, you'll get him next year.
I'll see him in Brooklyn.
There you go.
I'll see him in Brooklyn.
Here's our final matchup for Michael B. Jordan. It's you against Michael Jordan. Who's the better baller?
And
that's Michael now.
That's Michael
and
now.
we believe he might be playing beer pong. We see the ping pong ball.
That looks like beer pong, right? This is rough. You guys put me on the spot. Since I have Jordans on, I'm going to go with I would say Michael Jordan's the better ball player.
What's the best and worst thing about sharing a name with a guy like Michael Jordan, the basketball player?
Best and worst? I think the annoying thing is, people that, they crack a joke, they think it's the first time I've heard it. Right. They think they're the first person to come up with the joke.
To ever think
that, oh my God, you must have never heard this one before. Michael Jordan, is that your dad? And I'm like, really? I'm 27. You really think I haven't heard that one before? But it perks at the airport. I think before I became more established actor, I used to get that, is that your dad? And sometimes just for
sure
kicks and giggles, yeah, that's my dad. I got bumped up to a first class seat before.